Oh, hey there. Here's Pete here. Here's Talks. So, past couple months, I've had tendonitis in my arm. This one right here. So going from like pain going from here to here. And so as a result, I'm pretty sure I know what it was from. I've been, I lifted heavy. It's been it was a good year, getting gains and strength gains and all that. I was able to, put up 405 for a number of reps, and that was really cool. But unfortunately, I started developing tendonitis, and I haven't been able to do bicep curls. So bicep probably got smaller. I don't know. People still think they're big. They are big. I'm happy with them, put it that way. But it's also a mental struggle that I'm not able to do that. It's also a mental struggle that I haven't been able to perform bench press the way I want to perform it lately. Been having to go much lighter weight simply because it's painful to go heavier. And since it was painful to go heavier, now I've actually had a lot less pain because I have been taking it easy. I've been, icing it and all that other stuff. And so I'm not experiencing as much pain anymore. It's a lot better than it was. But, I sat down to do some bench, and, I got 2 plates behind me, and they were, I had to work for it. It wasn't just like boom, 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 no problem. I put on 3 plates and it was okay, got the reps up, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to do 4 plates right now, which sucks, it really does, but I can work my way towards it. Which brings me to the topic of this video, which is the mental pain and the mental distress and, just becoming unmotivated to keep working hard. And to keep working towards your goals because of setbacks like this. And they suck. And we all have them. Unless you are some genetic monster that never gets injured, that never, that just keeps growing or whatever it may be that, you're doing. We all have setbacks. And as a result, we get these it's mentally frustrating. I know a lot of people will have mental setbacks with their, injuring their back, shoulder injuries. I've had a shoulder injury for a very long time, so I stretch it out good every single time that I want to. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, I stretch it out good, doing some rotator cuff, whatever it may be, just simply just doing this, in my opinion, helps out a lot. There's obviously a lot of different kinds of stretches that you can do with it. But they're mental setbacks that sometimes, if you don't approach it right, then you become mentally, or you stop going to the gym because you kind of just said, well, I was benching this amount of weight, now I'm benching this amount of weight, I'm never gonna get that back. But the beauty of our bodies is muscle memory. And so I don't know all the scientific background towards it, but it works. So if you were once a strong motherfucker and now all of a sudden you had an injury and you're not anymore, you're gonna get back that strength a lot faster than when you initially started working up to that weight. That's the beauty. Which is why I don't get that mentally frustrated. Yes, I'm mentally frustrated because I want to be where I was, but I know I can get back there no problem. And that's why I think, as much as I promote strength, and that is what I want to do, I want to do powerlifting and strength, and I'm going to continue doing that, sometimes we can't necessarily go as fast with bench pressing heavy weight as we want to. Sometimes we have to move more slowly towards that heavy weight to make sure that we don't get injured and have these setbacks. I keep saying that, make sure you don't get injured, make sure you do form and all this other stuff. And for the most part, I go by it. But the ego takes over, our passion for, or our want to actually lift heavy takes over, and sometimes we do movements we don't want to do, or we do too much heavy weight at once, and we tear stuff and we get tendonitis. And it sucks, but that's what we need to remember. If we get injured, we need to have the proper game plan to get back to where we were. And sometimes, unfortunately, it takes a long time to get back where you were, but sometimes it doesn't have to take that long. If you get super injured, for example, you get tendonitis right here, and you keep training with that heavy weight, there's no way it's ever just gonna go away. It's just not. Some people say, you know, no pain, no gain, but sometimes when you have a lot of pain, you're not gonna be able to just keep performing the way you wanted to. And so having the proper, you know, game plan after you are injured is very important. And so, you know, I've done a bunch of videos past few months, and some of them, in my opinion, were kind of pussy weight. You know, just not the weight that I want to train with. And I want to go heavier, and I want to do this and this and this. And it's, you know, I had to do that. I had to train a certain way in order to get back to where I was. You know, I had to ice it. I had to not do certain exercises. And it's mentally, you know, it's a mental blow to the head, but it's something that we need to do. And I think that next time, for example, if you're watching this, next time you get injured, make sure you have that proper game plan and don't just say, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep lifting. Or, you know, the complete opposite is say, you know, I'm never doing this again, I'm done. Especially if you're a beginner. For example, you've been training for 3 months and you get injured all of a sudden, you say, oh, why did I ever start this? And you stop for good. So that's not a right approach either. You know, you have to make sure that you see what your injury is, see a specialist if you need to, or I'd probably recommend it, and, you know, follow what they tell you to do. You know, if it says lay off training for a month, do it, because, you know, if that's what if that would be the best plan for me, I would probably do it, or at least I would try to do it. Mentally, probably kind of frustrating not to do anything in the gym, which is, and I definitely did not do anything. I kept on doing stuff, just because I love this shit. But it's very important to make sure that you have a proper game plan. You know, lay off a certain exercise, ice whatever body part is injured, or use a heat pad or whatever it is. Roll it out using a roller. Whatever you need to do, make sure you have that proper game plan to get back to it, because you are going to be able to go back to where you were. It's just, and it won't take as long as you think it will. You just need to have that proper game plan. Keep repeating, proper game plan, proper game plan, proper game plan. If we have a proper game plan in anything, we're going to get further in life and further with our goals than without any plan whatsoever. That's just how life is. Anyways, I'm going to get back to it, get back to training, get back to trying to lift some heavy ass weight, trying to do some cool videos. If you guys have any questions for vlogs whatsoever, please write them down in the comment box below, or tweet Ask Furious, and I will look at those hashtags and see what you guys say. Thanks for supporting. Appreciate the lovers and the haters. Catch you guys next time. Stay sexy, stay hungry, and of course, get laid. Oh, that was a terrible one. I'm just gonna stop this video right now. I'm addressing this in a video. Gym etiquette. What you need to realize, if you go to a gym, that is a public gym, that is not your private gym. That is everyone's gym. No matter what kind of membership fees you're paying,